Playing the piano is hard. It requires repeating the same thing over and over and over again until you see the slightest of improvements. And between school and playing video games, I just don't have enough time to practice. And I tried all these games that you see, like all those apps on the ads, but they're just not very good. They're just boring. If only there was a way to play already existing games with the piano. The objective is pretty simple. I have to somehow, using the keys on my piano, interact with the video game. And a completely valid question at this point is, why would you ever want to make this? My motivation is that once in my sleep-deprived brain I saw this meme right here, and I thought it would be pretty funny to make it a reality. Luckily for me, I have a digital piano in contrast to a normal piano. Though an untrained eye may not be able to spot it, the difference is that one has wires inside of it. And my computer also happens to have wires. This means I can simply connect the two via a USB cable, and using the MIDI protocol I can send information from the piano to the computer. But what is MIDI? MIDI, or the Musical Instrument Digital Interface, is simply an interface through which musical instruments can send digital signals. That way, any digital instrument, regardless of its shape, size or purpose, can in a unified manner tell a receiver what is being played on it. This really simplifies things, as all I have to do now is simply map different keys on the keyboard from the piano to different keys on the keyboard of the computer. And with that, we're pretty much done. And yeah, it works great. I can type, I can move the cursor around, so let's try it in a video game. And it doesn't work. To one's surprise, most first-person shooters do not allow you to modify the position of a mouse through a program, as this may lead to something called cheating. To my knowledge, there is no way for me to circumvent this other than to write my own firmware for a virtual mouse. However, it is still too early to despair, as most modern video games allow you to provide input to them with methods other than the mouse and the keyboard. In my darkest hour, a former enemy has come to my rescue: the video game consoles. To my surprise, most FPSs were quite strict on how you can use your mouse, but they were actually quite lenient on how you can use a controller. This simply means that I have to present my piano as an Xbox controller and convince it that these key presses are actually me moving a joystick around. And with this done, I am actually able to look around in any first-person game. It does require a bit of tuning for each different game, and I had to split the turning keys from the fine-tuning keys so I can be able to aim at targets. I did some extra coding to turn this messy code into this over-engineered, beautiful mess of a code. And with this we are pretty much done. All that's left is to try the controller in action. The first video game of choice is CSGO, which is a first-person shooter, so I can try how well does aiming work like this.
It's okay, he's playing with a piano. Gets hit by piano.
Yes. Oh, it was a bent rush.
Ow!
Sorry, I doubted you and your piano.
Piano.
Do not ever doubt the piano again.
Yes, I'm sorry, my friend.
Stay, tell me if you recognize this song.
Wasn't me, I didn't invent it.
I'm trying to find the guy. Give me like 10 minutes.
Piano woman.
Even I'm better, and I'm playing on a trumpet, man.
Fob.
Yeah, I'll put this under the definitely maybe in terms of success. The other game I wanted to try out with this controller is Dota 2. In fact, the reason I wanted to make this work is because of its character invoker. He has a total of 10 abilities, but you can only have 2 active at any given moment. This means you need to smash the keys for your dear life if you want to effectively utilize them in a team fight. But since my piano has a total of 88 keys and some pieces literally have to be played like this, I am quite optimistic that this will work out well.
Oh shit. Yo, can you give me a sunstrike? I'm gonna stun the guy, give him a sunstrike too. Oh well, he said influence, right?
Yeah. Okay, so this is my Q, E. I have to like write, I have to get a marker and write because otherwise I don't know what I'm casting. Q, W, E, okay. I think there's someone there. And over here.
Doesn't matter, the sniper said.
But without a joke, this is the best fucking piano practice I've gotten in a very long time.
Oh, so you're facing the first. Thank you.
The success of this new controller is undisputed, as evident by the fact that I was kicked from only 10% of the games played. I think it is actually possible to play video games like this, and I'll attribute my malperformance to me simply lacking practice with playing in this manner. If you want to try playing like this, you can download the program from the link in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video, as here in Fuck You Inc. we hope to make this the standard of playing video games in 2025. Fuck You Inc.